and I mean that with all sincerity. Uh, and we're gonna try to get some fucking answers. Because this makes absolutely no sense.
Huntsville Police Information.
Hello, this is a police officer.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this or anything like this, but you guys are gonna get a whole crap load of phone calls for your lack of uh uh accountability. So there was a young woman that's been missing since October 7th.
Sir,
And hold on. I'm not done. Please don't be rude. Thank you. He just hung up, guys. He just hung up. You hear that? We're gonna keep calling. I encourage everybody to fucking call that damn police station.
Huntsville Police Information.
I'm sorry, you hung up on me?
Yes, sir.
That's not okay.
I am the information number, okay?
Okay, but that's not okay, sir.
People get where they need to go.
I understand that, but
listen to tirades about my department.
Tirades about your department? Excuse me? That's unprofessional. What's your name and what's your badge number?
That is not my job, okay?
That is not your job to give your name and your badge number. It's in your policy, sir.
You can have my name. I'm Officer Byron, B-Y-R-O-M.
Be right, okay. And what's your badge number?
4762.
That is, and how long you been working for the police department?
47 years.
47 years, and that's the way you treat citizens. Are you proud of yourself?
No, that's the way I treat somebody that's giving me a hard time.
That's giving you a hard time. So you hang up on them. Hold on. So you hang up on them and then you stuff them in the back of a fucking police van. Let me speak to your supervisor now. Supervisor. I need your supervisor, sir. I need your supervisor. Hello, are you still there? This is absolutely disgusting, guys. Absolutely disgusting. And if I'm not mistaken, News Now Ninja was in Alabama not too long ago. I think he got a case out there too. When what they did to him was disgusting as well. To give us a hard time. Is the supervisor coming? Hello? Absolutely disgusting.
Yes, you are. Bye.
Excuse me? Oh, hell no. See, now y'all just heard that. He said, yes, you are, you racist piece of shit. You know.
Oh, hey, Dank Williams. Look at what he just said.
Oh, okay, Dank. Hey, Dank Williams. Oh, Spitting Cobra Cop Watch. Hey, how you doing? What's up, man? Welcome. Please subscribe. if you haven't. I know I'm subscribed to your channel, man. You do great work. Appreciate you being here.
Dank Williams, wait for us, dude. Because I don't have your. I don't know your. I've only seen you a couple of times in live feeds. I don't know your channel or anything, and I want to be there.
Okay, he says I just spoke to officer at Huntsville PD for 20 minutes. He was skeptical at first, but he gave me info about this that is important to understand. I will start a live stream in a few minutes. Okay. Well, hey, why don't we? Can we just bring? Look, I'll bring you on here because we need to know what happened.
Hey, Spot Check. Yeah, Dank, come up here.
I'm gonna put it in the I'm gonna put it in the link. Dank, please come up here. You're more than welcome. That's the link right there.
Yes, I will shut my big mouth and everything.
So Dank Williams, come. You have the full floor. We'd love to hear from you. Please come up. Please come. This is the link right here. Right here. It's in the comment section. So, because I want to know what the hell happened. What did he say to you? Because he wouldn't speak to me. I'm sorry. Okay, he says, Dank said, sure, no problem. Can you give me about 15 minutes? I will join. No problem. You have my word. I appreciate you, Dank. Thank you so much, sir. And we also have News Now Ninja in the building as well. Welcome, News Now Ninja. We're going to actually...
they just need to stop.
So, Dank Williams, I just put the link up there. I think I did. Hold on. There you go. There you go. I put the link up there. Now, News Now Ninja, Dank Williams actually spoke to one of the officers for like 20 minutes, and he's actually going to give us some insight on what was said. So, Dank, we gave you the link. Come on up here. So I'm curious now. Like without further ado, we have Dank Williams online.
Yes, I want to hear what Dank has to say.
Please,
cheers.
The floor is all yours, sir. Please go ahead with what you need to share with us, and welcome to the KDOT experience.
Cheers. Thanks for having me. Can you guys hear me okay? Or
you might want to speak up a little bit. I can't hear you that well.
Okay, 1 second.
Maybe it's a volume issue.
How about that? Is that better?
Oh yeah,
perfect.
Yeah,
excellent. Okay, just switch over.
Thank you again. I appreciate that.
No problem. No problem. I just wanted to jump on. Just give me like 2 more minutes. I just want to get a charger for the phone that I recorded it on, so it doesn't die on us while we're doing this. So I'm going to mute up.
Okay.
You guys do your thing. I just want to let you know I'm here. Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Man, you are a suspense, man. You leave us at the edge of our seats. Let
me just explain, because I'm not trying to be like that, man.
No,
I'm not trying to be that.
This is like a movie theater. He's like, and now your feature presentation in 5 minutes from now.
So I don't get an intro? What's up, bro? No, I'm just kidding.
It's like that damn YouTube fucking ad. It's just like it comes in like right on the time.
No, well, here's the thing is he was really nice, bro. He was actually really nice, and the guy that I spoke to? Yes, sir. The only thing he asked of me was that he doesn't want his name out there. He's okay with me putting
he's already live.
It's too late. He said his name.
I understand, but I just want to give him the courtesy. So when I do ask him his name, I'm going to mute it in that one spot. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We already know it, so it doesn't matter.
I know people. All they got to do is rewind. I understand, but like I said, I gave him my word.
So. I hear you.
Hey, he didn't have to say it. That was his fault.
Give me about 2 minutes, and actually, it's policy. He did have to say
47 years.
I mean, they break policy all the time. They could have easily said, "Sir, I don't trust you."
You're right about that, Ninja. Give me a second. Let me get off this for 2 seconds.
Okay, all right.
Their policy also says not to hang up on non-emergency calls.
Oh,
I'm just saying,
on my ass, he was just like
KDOT got his ass hung up on. They were like, "Oh, fucking stupid black boy." You're like, what the fuck?
The audacity
fuck that shit
of your colored ass to even ask me a question. And I heard him correctly. 47 years.
He said you were disgusting.
Yes,
you said this is disgusting. You said this is disgusting. You never insulted him privately. You said this is disgusting, talking about the situation. And then he got on and he goes, "You're disgusting."
I'm like, what the? And then he hung up like a little bitch. And the thing is,
that means he was listening to you the whole time.
Yeah, he was breathing on the phone. I heard his fuck boy ass. I'm like, dude, I know you're still on the fucking phone. This is creepy. But anyway, he said 47 years on the police department.
Okay.
And he's just a regular officer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not even that old. I'm
all right, the floor is yours.
Fuck, I couldn't even have...
The floor is yours.
Okay. So I guess just to premise it really quick, I saw that KDOT was going to do a live stream, and I saw on the thumbnail that we had there was somebody missing for 2 weeks in Huntsville, Alabama, and I guess they just found her, and she was in the parking lot of the police department in Huntsville, Alabama. Mm-hmm. Correct, KDOT?
Correct. That is very much correct. In the back of, in the police parking lot, in the van.
In a van that is a non-service van, so that means it's not operational. It's not an everyday use vehicle.
That's what was reported on the report.
Yeah, so that's maybe something else we should look into is what are they doing with their non-operational vehicles every day?
Well, here's the deal. My audio is going to answer that question. It's going to be at the end, but luckily I got on Google Earth while I was talking to the dude or whatever because I wanted to pry just a little bit because he didn't want to answer too many questions about it. But I got him, into the Google Earth thing or whatever. And then, he gave me some information that's very, very important to this story. And also he gave me a phone number to call tomorrow, the public relations lady out there as well. She's the one to call and ask for any kind of, further information or whatever.
Well, at least somebody got through.
And
so that'll be on the audio.
Appreciate you, Dank. Really do.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Great job, brother.
As well.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let it play. You guys, I'm gonna let it play for a couple seconds and then just make sure that everything is good, that the audio is gonna be loud enough. Okay. And then we'll just let it play out. Like I said, I'm only gonna try to turn it down or I'm only gonna try to mute it a little bit or bring down the volume whenever he says his name out of courtesy for him, just because he asked that. But like they said, like Ninja said, it's policy for him to give up his name anyways. And like I said, this video kind of brings a better light to the situation that
hey, none of us want to make Officer Bryant look bad. Officer with badge number 4765. I would never want to make him look bad.
Absolutely.
Never want to make him look bad. No,
absolutely.
But this proves your point, Ninja.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was going to hear you.
Oh no, I was just saying it proves Ninja's point as far as, hey, why did you, cops not, like being scared of other police departments and other towns and other territories.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, me and him had a good conversation about all of this, about accountability, about internal investigations, all of that shit, man.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. I'm gonna start it right now. And like I said, let me know if it's no good. But
everybody share this. Share this. This you're not gonna want to miss this. Share this. I'm sorry.
All right. So here's the phone call. Like I said, I decided to call because I saw the guy hang up on KDOT a couple times. I saw him. The guy was really rude to KDOT, and the way I like to talk to people is I like to come at people, straight up, respect first. And I try to diffuse the situation. I just let them know, hey, I know people are calling you guys a lot. I just want to, I just want to have a conversation, you know? So I kind of broke him down right there. You know, when I told him, I feel your pain. I feel you're dealing with a bunch of people. So talk to me because I won't be rude to you, you know what I mean? Or I won't call you names. And that's how I got him to talk. So, you know, sometimes we got to, you know, squeeze our way in there somehow.
Yeah.
All right. But much love to KDOT for even bringing up this topic. I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for him. So shout out for that. And I'm going to shut up and press play.
Okay.
There's where I live at, there was a missing child, and I just wanted to ask a few questions, just because this is a fresh story.
Okay, sir. I am not in an administrative position. Okay, I assist people with local inquiries about, you know, getting them help or whatever. I do not answer questions about ongoing investigations.
Okay.
Okay, it's against our directives.
Okay. Everything sound good?
Sorry. Everything sounds wonderful. Can you
Excellent.
hear?
Yeah, I missed the first 10 seconds. I had a little bit of audio issue.
I will start it over for you, bro.
Noli, can you hear?
I'm just trying to record it. I'm making sure that it's all recorded in case your recordings get deleted.
Can
Absolutely.
you hear it? Can you hear it, Noli? Okay.
All right. So everything's good?
Yep,
We're going to start it over for Ninja.
We're all ready.
Starting it over.
We're all ready.
I'm a mute.
And I just wanted to ask a few questions, just because this is a fresh story.
Okay, sir. I am not in an administrative position. Okay, I assist people with local inquiries about, you know, getting them help or whatever. I do not answer questions about ongoing investigations.
Okay.
Okay, it's against our directives.
Really? Okay. Just to give you a quick example, there's where I live at, there was a missing child, and you know, the community, you know, they were looking for the child as a collective, and what they were doing is, you know, they would call the police department, and they would call the public relations officer. Do you guys have one of those?
We have a community or a public information officer, and we have community relations officers.
Okay, can I get the public relations officer's phone number, please, or email?
Okay, that would be Sergeant.
Let me get another pen. I'm sorry. I got like 50 pens here, and not one of them wants to work. Okay,
wonderful.
Okay, good. And your name again, sir? Thank you for being so nice.
I am Officer Byram.
Byram. B-I-B-Y?
B-Y-R-O-M. Yes.
Byram. Do you have an identification number?
4762.
4762. Excellent. Okay, go for it. Now I'm ready.
Okay.
Thank you for not blocking that.
The information number is, or the public information officer is Sergeant Rosalind White.
He's a public employee, man. Really, that's the bottom line. He's a public employee. He gets paid by the taxpayers' dime, so his name needs to be out there.
Well, it's weird that he said 4765 first, and then he said 4762 next.
Really? Okay.
Let's keep going.
Our number is 256-427-7073.
42707.
No, 427-7073.
7003. And that is
7073.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, got it. 7073.
Right.
Okay.
That's the last one.
Yes, and it's 427. Area code 256.
Right.
We got
Right.
public relations Rosalind White.
Right.
Okay. And then one more you said you had for me, the community relations?
Well, these are officers which Sergeant White is the one you want to talk to about this.
Gotcha.
Our community relations officers are, we have two assigned each precinct plus a supervisor over them, and they deal with problems in their precinct, you know, local community problems that maybe ongoing issues I don't see how this would really intersect with what they do.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'll be glad to give you the supervisor over the.
No, I understand. You're talking about the community. The community number is going to be more for like issues with potholes in the street or stuff that.
Well, people speeding. Okay.
Gotcha.
Or just issues. They deal a lot with homeless people.
Absolutely.
Just things issues in the community which are causing problems.
Because homeless are the problem.
A normal patrol officer.
You catch that, huh? Isn't fit to address.
In his line of duty, is unable to address on a full-time basis. So
Absolutely.
We have officers assigned that can address this.
Absolutely.
That's what the community relations officers do.
And I appreciate your information on that. Okay, so obviously you guys you're East Coast time at least. I'd say probably call tomorrow.
We're Central.
Oh, you're Central? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll call tomorrow during my lunch break. And I'll try to get a hold of Rosalind White.
Maybe. Do one more shot.
Are you so you're Officer Byram, right?
Right.
May I ask you a question?
I'll answer it if I can.
Absolutely. How long have you been a police officer, sir?
Since January of 1975.
Holy cow. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. I've enjoyed it.
Sir, awesome. One more question. Have you ever arrested another officer? And have you ever lied on a police report? I'm just asking. I'm not accusing you. I'm just asking you.
Yeah. No.
He said, "Yeah."
The quickest way to lose your credibility as an officer. Now, as far as arresting an officer, I've never had a reason to arrest another officer.
Okay.
Now I've let a couple of them go that I stopped for speeding or something like that.
I let a couple. I never had a reason, but
I had a reason to need to arrest one.
Got you.
And let him go.
Gotcha.
I've had him.
I did not lie on reports. I did not lie.
I challenge him. Hold on.
In court. Even if it's gonna, mess up my case, whatever. It's my credibility is all I have.
Absolutely.
And I will not lose that.
Absolutely. And I agree.
He just lost that.
It's very important to us as humans and individuals. But I would have to challenge what is more important to public workers with their pension.
Oh my God.
A lot of, and I'm not saying that it's you. I'm just having a cordial conversation because you're very nice and I appreciate your time. But what I'm saying is a lot of the times these police officers or people in government are afraid to speak up because they're afraid to get blackballed or shoved to the side from superiors for speaking up, and and then they cower because they're threatened with their pension or they're threatened with being transferred, and then they got a bad name on their back. It's stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that could be a really bad thing.
Our pension system is part of our remuneration. Okay, we are part of the state of Alabama's retirement system. Okay, and we pay in a certain percentage of our salary every month or every payday. The city matches that percentage.
And the city meaning the people, right? The taxpayers?
I'm sorry?
The taxpayers. When you say city, you mean the taxpayers, because the city is obviously not a real human person.
No, this is part of our contract. Okay,
Correct.
It's part of our salary.
Right, but when you say
a certain percent, and the city pays a certain percent into this fund.
Right, but where does the city get the money?
Alabama.
Where does the city gather the money up? From taxpayers.
That doesn't matter.
But it's from taxpayers. I'm just asking. It doesn't matter.
Where does the city get any money? Yeah, it's taxpayer money.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
But this is what the city has agreed to pay us.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm listening.
And and when we retire, then we draw our pension.
Absolutely. Now, like I said, when you're a younger, a fresher fish out there, say it was your maybe 12th year in service, say hypothetical, but let's understand that this does happen. Say hypothetical, you witness a fellow officer, he's a little overexcited because of somebody made him chase him or something, or he's emotional over a situation, maybe somebody that he's arrested a few times. But anyways, you get on scene and you see your fellow officer maybe give him an extra kick in the head for no reason, or just for inconveniencing him, is the way I look at it. But I'm not going to ask you if you've ever seen that, but what I'm saying is things like that, okay? Things like that where it doesn't get reported, because it's not the officer that didn't kick him, that witnessed it. He's going to be afraid of any kind of backlash from his blue line, counterparts, or his fellow blue liners. He's going to look like a rat.
Yep.
So that's where they start thinking about, well, I want to collect my pension. I want to work 40 years so I can have a nice pension, and when I retire, live good. I'm not going to let this one situation where this guy, this fellow officer, you call him a brother, the guy that, usually, will probably take a bullet for you, but he did something that is unethical and unlawful. But I've never heard of any officer turning in another officer doing that. And I will tell you one time that it did happen, and it was an officer named Christopher Dorner. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last thing you said.
Did you hear about the situation with an officer, Christopher Dorner from California?
I'm not familiar with it.
It was about 12 years ago, and they chased him up into the mountains, I guess. He was a former officer what I just explained to you happened to him. Okay, so he was an officer. He witnessed a fellow, I think a female officer, kick a handcuffed suspect in the face for no reason. And the suspect was black, and the officer that I'm talking about was black as well. And, so the officer didn't like it, and he reported his fellow officer. He thought he was doing the right thing, okay? And he reported it. He wrote it on the report and stuff. And he ended up getting, they ended up making him look like he was the bad guy, The whole department turned their back on him, okay? And it's not, the thing is that he told on the one lady cop, but all the other officers thought, well, I don't want to run around this guy if he's just going to be, telling on everything he sees that we do, right? So they wanted him out of the department, and they pushed him out, and they pushed him out so far, and because he tried to sue the department, and I mean, he had all kinds of evidence, and so he was frustrated because the court system was just not trying to hear his side. They're totally blackballing him, with help from the district attorney and all that. And it turned out to where he wrote down this 30-page manifesto, and he went on a killing spree. The guy killed a judge's daughter. He killed a couple Riverside County sheriffs here in California, and he was missing. He was ex-military too, so I mean, this guy was strapped, and he knew what the cops think. He was a few steps ahead of you guys, is what it was, for about a week. And they found him up in the mountains in a cabin, and they didn't even try to bring him out. They threw a couple fireballs in the cabin and smoked him out. Well, they burnt him out. They say that he shot himself, but regardless, he didn't get he did not get his say in court. They didn't even try to give him his say in court. They had their minds made up that he was not going to get out of that house. He was not going to walk out of that house that he was in. And I think it's because of the information that they didn't want out there, because he was a whistleblower, sort to say. So again, this all goes back to the not wanting to threaten your your pension and your insurance and your all these things that you guys all work hard for, but I mean, and it just seems like people are not willing to give that up and speak up.
Yeah, and I can see in some departments where that would be a problem, but that is not something I have seen in my department.
I got you. I'm not accusing of that happening. I don't know your department.
Well, for one thing, everybody in this department who knows me knows that I'm very straight. Okay, they know what kind of person I am. If they're doing something, they know not to do it in front of me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen officers getting angry and have gotten between them and something that they might have been about to do.
Good for you. Good for you. I've seen a few. I've seen a few body worn cameras incidents where that's actually happened, and I do appreciate that.
And it's not. It almost has to be departmentally sanctioned, and that behavior is not departmentally sanctioned here.
Well, and that's another.
It's not tolerated.
Right. And here's another issue is the internal investigations. How do you feel about that? I mean, do you feel that?
I've been investigated.
But you've been investigated by your own
things,
by your own people. So it's kind of like if I committed a murder, and the judge says, well, let's have his family come in and investigate and see if he really is guilty. Does that make sense?
Well, to tell you the truth, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
And
how come?
That has just changed in our department. Now the state will come in and investigate anything.
Right.
Particularly officer-involved shootings, things like that.
Gotcha.
Will no longer be investigated by the department. It'll be investigated by state.
And that's a good thing, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it is too.
Absolutely.
Get somebody that ain't got a horse in the race.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, when you think about it, state departments, any kind of government agency or contractor, they all have a leg in this race. They do, because they're all, like I said, they're all paid through taxpayers. So there's a certain there should be a certain accountability that isn't being held up right now, in my opinion. But that's something that has to go through law and all that stuff. I understand all that. But when you told me earlier that you said that you've never lied on a police report, I just want to let you know I believe you as a man of your word, because I don't know you, and I give everybody that chance. So I just want to let you know that I appreciate your honesty and I appreciate your time. But I will say that I've made these phone calls over the last couple of years many a times, and I've never gotten one other response other than the same one that you gave me. So I just find that.
Well, do you think that could possibly be that because the majority of us have never lied on a police report?
Well, see, now you're making an assumption because you're speaking for other people.
No, I'm not making an assumption. I'm just.
Well, you can speak for yourself.
Is this something that you have considered?
Well, the thing is that only you can speak for yourself and your handwriting, correct?
Correct.
Right. So you can't really say no one else in this department.
No, I can't say that. But you're saying you've made these calls over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that every officer you have talked to
was telling the truth?
Has never lied on a police report?
Absolutely, it's possible. Absolutely.
You got to look at something. We get sensationalized when something goes wrong. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But just in my department alone, we have approximately 600 to 700 citizen contacts a day.
Damn.
And nothing happens. Okay?
Yeah.
Nothing happens. I mean, we put people in jail, we write tickets, we handle domestics, and everything just goes smooth.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
But when something does happen,
it
gets
sensationalized,
and we get, we get blamed. We get, the short end of the stick on it.
Well, I wouldn't say you guys get the short end of the stick. I wouldn't say you guys get the short end of the stick because, I mean, in so many cases, like in your department, with what's happening right now, where I guess you guys are saying that there was the autopsy has revealed that there has been no foul play and that the girl was just found dead on your guys' parking lot in your guys' police van that is it's not a functioning police van, I guess, and there was no signs of foul play. So what they're saying is this lady.
Okay, I cannot.
I got you. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to
discuss.
I wasn't trying to back you up.
I have heard. I wish I could discuss it because I do know some things.
Absolutely.
That have been found out.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I respect you being obviously you're being a man of your word and you're just following policy.
Well, maybe Sergeant White can give you a little more insight tomorrow when you call her.
Excellent. That's what I'm hoping for.
And really all I have is hearsay that
hearsay goes nowhere in court.
That the parking lot, there's video in the parking lot.
Yeah, and it's a big wraparound parking lot, correct? And you guys share You guys share the parking lot with the fire department, correct?
No, we don't.
You don't?
No, not where this one is.
Okay. I was looking at the department from Google Earth, and that's where I got this phone number from.
Okay,
are you guys on Hall Avenue?
No. You're looking at our West Precinct, which does share a building with the fire department.
Wow, that's weird. Google got it wrong for a change.
Move north to Wheeler Avenue, 815 Wheeler Avenue.
Okay.
And that's where this happened.
815 Wheeler?
815 Wheeler Avenue.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at that. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but let me just take a look at this. Golly, that's a big building.
Yeah, it's
so you got the court
we also house the county jail.
Oh.
It used to be the city jail.
So this opens it up a lot more, okay.
But about 20 years ago, we turned all the jail over to the county, so the Madison County Sheriff's Office runs the jail. Plus, we built the big jail tower in the back.
All right. And you got a separate lot across the street?
Yeah, it's overflow parking.
Overflow parking.
Yeah.
I've got to remember to ask her about that tomorrow.
And there is also right next to that, there is an impoundment lot where we store vehicles that have been involved in traffic fatalities and something we need to.
I'm getting you.
For evidentiary purposes.
I'm hearing you, Byron. Okay, yeah. I hear you. Okay, yeah, well, I'm going to look into this a little bit more and stuff, and then I'll give her a call tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know people are calling off the hook right now, and please understand that, these guys, the people that are calling, I'm not going to speak for everybody because I know that there's bad apples, like you guys like to say.
Yeah.
I guess I'll steal your guys' word, but the thing is people get passionate, people, and people just want answers.
Yeah.
If you put yourself in their shoes.
Questions, so I feel like I've been doing my job, helping you to understand, some of the things.
You've been absolutely
come or call me and just, tell me how bad my department is or something like that. That's not my job. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and that's not what I'm here to do. That's not what I'm here to do. I don't know your department, but you've been absolutely helpful. And if you don't mind, I would like to put this on YouTube just to give it to my subscribers to see that, it's okay to have a cordial conversation with people and try to, and have a conversation with different, I guess, I don't want to say different political ideologies, but, different views in life.
Well, I would prefer, I wouldn't mind it being on YouTube, but I would prefer my name be left out of it.
Absolutely.
That out.
Absolutely.
My name and employee number.
Absolutely. And I will give you, if you want, I can give you my channel number or my channel name so you can see that I will redact that. Well, that's where it's going to end, but that's where it ends. But, and I did break my word, but I did break my word, but he has filled out and signed many papers saying he is a fucking public servant and he needs to be held accountable for his words, just like anybody else.
First of all,
he sounded like he wanted to add
you need an Emmy for this, okay? Because I'm dead serious.
Right.
Thank you. I can't thank you enough because, and let me be very clear. He did it first. So, yep. And he did his first. So the thing was, and the thing is, you said you wouldn't have it on your channel. This is my channel.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, you didn't break it. You can still edit his name when you put it on your channel. So
yeah, you're right about that.
What I'm
saying, what I want to do is I want to show the encounter that you had first, and then and then my encounter is what I would like to do. If that's okay, that I more than welcome. Just welcome it. So, cool, and I'll definitely leave your link at the bottom and all that stuff. So, but yeah, so can I give you guys just something that I'm not sure if anybody caught at the end right there, where where we were talking about the parking lot, and he said that there is a tow yard in the parking lot. They share a parking lot with the tow yard, so it's a police tow yard, and it's where they so say that there's a shooting and there was a couple cars involved in the shooting, they're going to impound the car and they're going to bring it to this tow yard first before it goes anywhere to get investigated. Correct?
Yeah.
So right. what I got out of what he said, because that was the one thing he wanted to tell me. So what I got out of that is they're going to say that this van came in as some kind of investigation, and there was a dead body in it, and it just nobody ever inventoried the dead body. Watch. Wow. That's what I assume he was trying to tell me right there. But I'm gonna find out tomorrow.
Just awesome job. Just awesome. Thank you so much.
I think Ninja's muted.
Hold on, Ninja.
That's the only way for them to get away with it. I think.
Now you're back, Ninja.
I mean,
sorry guys, I had hit that fucking button because I was smoking a bowl. I didn't want y'all to have to hear me coughing.
No, I mean, like I said, man, this is golden. And the thing is, he knows something. And the thing is, he's not gonna tell you because he's afraid to get a fucking pension. He's worried about getting killed.
Joe, cool. Get your ass out to Houston, bro.
No, right.
What up, Joe? Cool. What up, Aunt? I want to say what's up, man.
Love you, brother.
Cool.
Authority check. I see you. I'm gonna bring you up here in a minute.
Yeah, I got some final words.
Authority checks in here.
Yeah, authority checks in here. I don't think I forgot about it. I don't have.
He's one of my favorite demon angels.
I don't have an upgraded system.
That's what he is, Joe.
I don't have an upgraded system. He's last.
If you don't mind, I want to add my 2 cents, and then I'm going to hop down so you can make room for other
people. Okay, Molly, go ahead and get your 2 cents. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Nolly, baby. I didn't even see you up here. I'm down.
I love you. I've been up here this whole time.
I love you back. I'm sorry. Small phone.
So, everybody in the feed, everybody on the screen, if you see a story about a missing black kid or a missing Mexican kid or a missing non-white fucking anybody, bring it to everyone else's attention. Let's start blasting this shit out there because
I don't give a fuck what color they are.
Thank you. I don't either. But apparently the big news media, they give a shit, and they only give a shit in one direction.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Ninja, the reason why we say that, and
Native women
I
are
want you to
going
take
missing
offense
like
to it.
crazy.
The reason is that indigenous people,
Indigenous.
non-color people, I'm sorry, indigenous people, black
Yeah.
people
What happens when a
have.
white guy like me has kids with a black lady? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a white
Wait,
guy. I
I
had
didn't
kids
get
with a
to
black
hear.
lady.
No, I meant what I'm
I
saying
didn't
is
get to hear
what we're
Kato's
saying.
point.
It doesn't get enough attention as far as the story. Prime example, this particular story. This should be national news here. This,
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's literally nothing to take offense about either.
exactly
Was
where it
this
was
girl
at.
an
I mean, it
activist? I
happened in the
heard.
back of a fucking police department. Like, what the
Was
Who
she
is
an
fuck?
this lady
activist?
speaking?
Was she an activist? Because I heard that she was. I read the article. It didn't say, but then someone else said that she was some type of anti-police activist.
Jax,
I haven't heard that, but that's interesting.
Her arrests are for during
says 29-year-old Christina Nance was found dead inside an old police van located
Protest.
in the
and
parking
they're
lot
all
of their
facing
public
cop
safety
charges.
complex.
That's legal. Protests are legal.
When an officer
Okay.
walked
That's
their car,
interesting.
which
But
happened to be parked beside this van.
Sandra
Tonight, we
Bland
learned new
was
details in the
an
investigation.
Yep.
activist too.
News
I
Good
did not know
question.
Yeah,
that.
that's the one.
I
That's
did
the one
not know that.
they found her dead at the station.
Good question,
Greg
Joe.
Siobhan,
Yeah.
Madison County Coroner Tyler
Yeah.
Berryhill
Yeah.
released a
She-
statement
she's-
this
she
evening
suddenly
saying
just died.
an autopsy was conducted for
Sandra
Christina
Bland.
Nance this morning.
Yeah,
by the
and
Alabama
she's
Department
And
of
just
Forensic
if you're
Sciences.
Everybody
The
suddenly
autopsy
dies
findings
whenever they
determined
become
no
a
foul
They
play
political
was
spontaneously-
involved
standpoint.
in
They
her
spontaneously
death. They also
combust.
didn't find
Disappear and shit.
evidence of
if it
trauma.
wasn't a cop,
We are
let's say it's
also
some
learning
other
more
crazy
about the
maniac
van
or
where Christina Nance was
sociopath
found.
kills
According to a
somebody, and he's
spokesperson
like,
for
okay, how
Huntsville
do I get
Police,
rid of this
the van was
body?
purchased
Does
in
he really say, I know,
1995 and
take
was
it to the
used to
police
transport
station, had
inmates.
it in the
Huntsville
police
Police
vehicle
Department
under
spokesperson
cameras?
said
How does
today
he
when
say
the
put it in
Madison
a
No.
Sheriff's
dumpster or
Office
something?
No.
I would
in
say
the early
unlikely,
2000s, the van was
and like I said,
repurposed. The van was last
I've
used
dealt
Very
in
unlikely,
March
but I
of
think the
2021
narrative.
to transport evidence.
I think the
of
narrative
go
that
ahead,
he was
Dan.
trying to put.
destruction
I think what
from
he was trying to
cleared
tell me
cases.
without
There are
telling
so
me,
many
and
questions that
I'm going to
remain,
try to
including
pry this
how
out of the
Nance
lady,
got
Miss White,
inside the
tomorrow,
van and
is
how
that
long she was
they
there
have this
before she
impound
was
yard.
discovered.
You
According
know,
to
I think
HPD,
he's
they
going
were
to. They're going to
reviewing
try to
surveillance
push
footage
something
of the
like that.
parking
Try to
lot
say that
to
that
determine
car
when she
came in
entered
off the
that van.
street
According
and
to
it just
records,
had
Nance
not
was
got
arrested
inventoried or
multiple times
had
for
not got
nonviolent
searched.
offenses.
You're
And
gonna say the van itself
From
came in
2013 to
off the street.
Yeah,
2021.
right,
The
right,
majority
right.
of the
Ah,
arrests were
Well,
for
but
disorderly
again, that's why it's
conduct.
so
Most
important to
recently,
get.
she was
We need to
arrested
know
in March of
exactly
this year for
that
criminal
that
trespass.
vehicle
Nance's
inspection.
family
We need to
tells
know
News 19
exactly
she
how
was
often
loved
that vehicle moved
and
because they
is
said it
missed.
was an old vehicle and they didn't use it. Okay,
yeah,
we
then
looked it up. It was
and he said there's cameras in the parking lot.
he did.
yeah.
He said
A
it.
He
spokesperson
clarified
for
that
the
and
police
stated there
department
was
says they are
cameras
continuing to
in the
work with
fucking
the
parking
family
lot.
through this
And he
difficult
knows
time.
because he
Work
said,
with the
"Yeah,
family
I know some
through this
things," and then he
difficult
tried to
time.
cover it up. A little.
Jax, new out. A mystery on the doorstep of the Huntsville Police Department continues, and HPD says 29-year-old Christina Nance was found dead inside an old police van located in the parking lot of their public safety complex.
HPD says she was found Thursday morning when an officer walked to their car, which happened to be parked beside this van. Tonight, we learn new details in the investigation.
News 19 investigative reporter Kelly Smith joins us live in the studio with the latest on this. Kelly.
And Greg Siobhan. Madison County Coroner Tyler Berryhill released a statement this evening saying an autopsy was conducted for Christina Nance this morning by the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences. The autopsy findings determined no foul play was involved in her death. They also didn't find evidence of trauma. We are also learning more about the van where Christina Nance was found. According to a spokesperson for Huntsville Police, the van was purchased in 1995 and was used to transport inmates. Huntsville Police Department spokesperson said today when the Madison County Sheriff's Office took over all detention services in the early 2000s, the van was repurposed. The van was last used in March of 2021 to transport evidence approved for destruction from cleared cases. There are so many questions that remain, including how Nance got inside the van and how long she was there before she was discovered. Records, Nance was arrested multiple times for nonviolent offenses from 2013 to 2021. The majority of the arrests were for disorderly conduct. Most recently, she was arrested in March of this year for criminal trespass. Nance
Devastated, and has plenty of questions tonight for Huntsville police, starting with, how did 29-year-old Christina Nance end up dead in the back of a Huntsville police van in the middle of the police department's parking lot? Tonight, I sat down with Christina's family to learn more about her and what they're demanding from police.
She was just very positive, very fun, loving, and caring person, and very sweet, very sweet.
The Nance family is describing the daughter, sister, and cousin they knew, 29-year-old Christina Nance, before the shocking news of her body being discovered in the back of a Huntsville police transport van Thursday morning, a van right in the middle of the department's parking lot.
We have no idea of how she ended up there. Out of all places, why there? Why in their van?
Her sister Whitney Nance says they reported Christina missing about 2 weeks ago and have been frantically searching for her.
She was in the van this entire time dead, and nobody knew. Not even the police department knew.
An HPD spokesperson says an officer walked by the van and discovered the body. They say the van is rarely used and the doors were unlocked. The Madison County coroner said Nance's body showed no signs of trauma or foul play, but questions still linger for this family.
That's why we want answers, and we want to see the footage, because we do not believe that our sister would just randomly just walk to a van and climb in it. First of all, why was the van unlocked if you're on the police property? Right. Everything should be secured and locked.
The Nance family says Christina visited the department for help and even called family members to pick her up from there from time to time. They went to police headquarters the very next day wanting to see any surveillance video that may answer their questions, and were told the investigator handling their case was out of the office. They say no one has reached back out to them or even offered their condolences.
We can start the healing process, so we'll know exactly what went on.